Anyway, what I was saying to Solana and Jimmy was, I wonder when Stephen Ross, when the embarrassment hits, because this is a billionaire who's had success in business, but he hasn't had success on the field with the Dolphins.
No.
But his franchise is being talked about nationally as an embarrassment. It's not being talked about as a loss. I have some more comments from pundits today talking about the Dolphins' performance Sunday, but his coach, like his handpicked coach, is being called Nerd Boy by Rex
Rex
Ryan.
Ryan, yeah.
Like the local media is covering the Dolphins as harshly as I've seen. And it puts Stephen Ross to me in an interesting position because you can handle losses and you can handle adversity and you can handle occasional poor performances. But can you handle being a national embarrassment in your sport?
Is it just a part of his portfolio, or does he have that passion behind it? Because to be honest, the business side of the Dolphins is rolling with the stadium,
Yes.
with the net value, with all of that stuff. He does a great job of that. He still owns crazy amounts of real estate in New York. Is this just a little entity investment, or does he have that passion behind him? Because the embarrassment of that, or to be honest, he's sitting around with billionaires at dinner, and they're saying, "Hey, what are the Dolphins doing?" That's so the ego would have to get a part of it, and I think sooner or later, and you got to throw in his age. Like he wants to
80
be
something.
he's
Yeah.
an 80-year-old. What's it called? Octogenarian.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the ego gets involved. His net worth has gone up since owning the Dolphins, but I don't think he's put football people in positions. Kind of like what we talked about yesterday with Parcells and going to get a football mind. I guarantee he has some real estate guy that helps him with his real estate, a loan guy, a bank person that helps him with the money. Where's your football guy? That would be my question if we ever really sit down and had a heart to heart.
And I think it is a passion project for him. It's not his business the way the Cowboys are Jerry Jones, where Jerry Jones is encompassed by everything Cowboys. But he doesn't want to be embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a point where it goes from, hey, we're not having the success I wanted, although my $1 billion investment is worth $5 billion now, which is great. But at some point it becomes an embarrassment.
Yeah.
And to me, like that's the turn. That's the left turn. That's where when it hits him, I've created or I've bought something and turned it into an embarrassment. That's where wholesale changes could be made. We're going to talk about it. Sports Talk on WQAM is sponsored by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Stream your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long, starting at just $30 for your first year. That's like $2.50 a month. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Monday Night Football, you had the Bears, Minnesota, and J.J. McCarthy had an unbelievable comeback. I am not sold on Caleb Williams. We've got I did have Roma Dunze anytime touchdown last night,
You're so
and I
lucky
got
that
it.
hit.
Luckily,
You're
as
so lucky.
Solana pointed out, because Caleb Williams scrambles. He gets into the end zone. They call it a touchdown.
Yep.
And upon further review, he's a half a foot away from getting that ball past the goal line, and they have to run another play. And sure as bleep, I mean, this never happens, but I'm on a heater this year.
But
sure as bleep, Roma Dunze is wide open in the back of the end zone.
Well, he scores a touchdown, but his toe was on the line just before he extends. His toe's on the line just before he crosses the plane. They spot the ball. They overturn the call. They spot the ball at the half-yard line. Well, they're going to hand it off, right? You're at the half-yard line. Just punch it in. No, let's throw it to Roma Dunze, who didn't do anything before the fourth quarter. Literally didn't do anything.
So great.
Adam, I'm so happy for you, man.
Anytime touchdown at plus 190, but that's Ben Johnson. Everyone expects that you're just going to run the ball. Ben Johnson's going to do something a little cutesy. He's going to get Roma Dunze open. Unfortunately, Ben Johnson didn't know how to manage the clock at the end. He looked like Matt Eberflus. But,
Crazy, man. Crazy.
there was
This JJ McCarthy. I think they're going to regret getting rid of Sam Darnold.
he looked good, man.
And
You didn't see the second half then.
In the
You didn't see
fourth,
the
he
second
looked
half
good.
because he looked like a different quarterback in the second half. Like, I'm not saying better. I'm saying he looked good.
He looked serviceable. I'll give you that.
Oh,
but
beyond
Sam Darnold was setting records.
Bro, he was throwing dimes, and the broadcast pointed this out several times. The Bears, they had their ones take snaps in preseason. The Vikings, for whatever reason, didn't. They didn't really play their ones. JJ McCarthy played a couple snaps. I think it was 12 snaps in the first preseason game. Like, they sort of played him, and they pointed that out at halftime. It shows. The Bears looked like they were ready to go, and JJ McCarthy struggling. But once he settled in, bro, he's got the best wide receiver in the game. He finally starts throwing to him, and then the dart he threw to Aaron Jones to take the lead, that looked like a good quarterback to me,
beautiful.
man.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good. But on the other side of that, Chicago's top two corners are out.
Yeah, no. And their linebacker was out, but Caleb Williams to me is a problem because I just don't see it. Like, I don't see it. He gets cutesy. He tries to get too cutesy too often. Sometimes you just have to drop back and pass to your receiver. You don't always have to be getting cutesy and hustling around to try to find an even better look at something. So I don't know. Bears fans are not. I can't imagine happy with that collapse because they had that game won. They had that game won. Minnesota didn't look like they belonged on the field with them.
Caleb's pocket presence is terrible.
Terrible.
He takes off when he doesn't have to take off and stands there when he needs to. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he has no peripheral vision. They need to get his eyes checked. That was bad what I saw.
We'll get headlines in a second. Miami football reports on WQAM are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. MDCPS Technical Colleges offer over 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening. Hands-on training aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com and launch your future today. Dolphins are 1.5-point favorites still at Hard Rock Stadium on Sunday. Has Mike McDaniel ever had to deal with a loud home crowd booing him? Because if they come out slowly Sunday, if that offense stalls, I don't recall if there's been a situation. Obviously, there's going to be smattering of boos anytime, and I'm sure they've played poorly over 3 years at home before. I'm saying a stadium that has turned on him and the team and Tua, because it will happen quickly Sunday based on what happened this past Sunday, and I don't recall if Tua or Mike McDaniel has dealt with that.
Tua hasn't, because Tua's, like you say, we treat him with white gloves his whole career. I don't think Mike McDaniel could deal with disappointment. Just his demeanor. I don't think he's going to deal well with getting booed and not having that damn plan B that OG talks about all the time. Like, you score some points, genius. I don't want to call him nerd boy. I call him offensive genius.
You know, Rex Ryan got a lot of heat for calling him nerd boy. What am I missing there? Is it that insulting? Like, I saw Barry Jackson going, hey, you crossed the line. And someone else I saw, like, oh, you've crossed the line. Personal attack. I'm like, Rex Ryan was the victim of personal attacks his entire career based on his foot fetish, his choppers. Like, I mean, he's dealt with it. I don't understand the outrage over calling Mike McDaniel nerd boy.
Overweight as well. Don't forget that one. I used that one a couple times.
And overweight. Yeah.
There's an old country saying, a hit dog a holler. And I think you got a little close to home with calling him a nerd with other people that might have been called nerds in their life.
But the same way that we take issue with the way that we're so fragile with Tua, right? You guys are always saying Tua has to be protected and he's coddled and we can't say mean things about Tua because of his head injuries. We're doing the same thing with Mike McDaniel. Crowder, I disagree wholeheartedly. The stadium turns on him. Guess what? He's an adult. He's gone through addiction and made it out on the other side and became an NFL head coach. He's gone through worse adversity than a couple fans who have punted on him in the fourth season of his NFL career. He'll be fine. This dude's a grown-ass adult, even if he wears a kid's medium.
I don't think so. There's people that can deal with criticism, and I don't think Mike McDaniel. This is my opinion. I don't think he's not going to be good getting booed at home.
Well, I'm telling you, fan base is at its breaking point, and if you see a slow start or a sputtering offense, look out, because I think Dolphins fans are waiting for the opportunity to pounce.
Hawk, this is Ryan Tannehill going out there with the Dolphins approaching another 7-9 season, knowing that by the end of the first quarter, the entire stadium will be chanting for Matt Moore. Multiple seasons. Matt Moore, we want more.
I'm just saying,
we want more.
Mike McDaniel and Tua have never dealt with it. Never. They've had a pretty clean 3 years because they've been good. I mean, the first 2 years, they were very good. They were fun. And it was a breath of fresh air. Last season was a little bit different, but I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to boo Tim Boyle? Who cares? I mean, this will be interesting to me on Sunday.
And Tua already got a little sassy with Omar. That's a wild statement that you said. And then Omar tweets out like facts, like, no, you throw a lot of interceptions and fumble. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, guys, today's Tuesday. We're going to find out tomorrow who showed up for film. Boom. Who stayed late? I mean, Tua, I want to know. Tomorrow he'll speak to the media. I want to know who showed up today, because I loved Omar and St. Claude. They were doing their podcast, and he was in tears. He's like, the guy that messed up is telling you, hey, you better be here tomorrow. Like, no, you better be here tomorrow, guy. Like, what are you talking about? I want to see who shows up Tuesday. Like, hey, you should show up Tuesday. What about you?
It's not my job, big man. It's ridiculous.
All right. Let's get headlines real quick. Chris Perkins from the Sun Sentinel is going to join us. Aronde Gadsden is going to join us. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia. Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
Tom Pelissero tweeted out that the Dolphins have signed guard Cole Strange. He was on Cleveland's practice squad. Dolphins take him off their practice squad. They sign him. He was a former Patriots first-round pick. And he could be playing, as Pelissero points out, against New England on Sunday after being signed today.
All right.
We need backups.
Or starters. We might need starters.
I'm not speaking of never mind, not backups. We need backup. We need more people on our roster.
Reinforcement.
Yeah. We need reinforcement. That's a better way to put it.
Hey, we never discussed what happened at the Marlins game over the weekend with the Phillies Karen, and we can get into it later on. But that was pretty interesting over the weekend. Los Marlins are back at it today. They will play the Washington Nationals, gentlemen. And yeah, Monday Night Football, the Bears had a lead, and then J.J. McCarthy leads the comeback, and they steal one on the road. Week 1, Brian Flores' defense coming up big in the second half. And our old friend, the nicest salad in the NFL, Andrew Van Ginkel, making play after play, just looking like a menace.
The line says what?
Salad.
That's not what you call hair.
Lettuce. Did I say salad?
You got a nice salad, Hawk. Ooh. Calm.
What am I missing there? I thought it was going to be some guy named Caesar. That's what I thought, because he's like, and of course the guy with the nicest salad. And I thought it was going to be, I don't know, somebody Caesar. And then who'd you say, by the way?
Van Ginkel.
Van Ginkel.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said Andrew Whitworth. I'm like, he doesn't even have a salad.
He got a nice salad.
When you said the nicest what? Sweat just poured right into my body. I'm like, wait, what did I say, man? Damn.
Can you imagine Solano walking into the barber? Hey, give me a little touch up on the salad. The guy's like, get out. You're out. I'm doing anything to your salad.
I actually thought I was too old to get the reference. I was like, oh,
Well, that's why I said the what, because like I'm doing the quick thing on the Rolodex, and I'm like, is this some sort of new Riz? What am I missing here? The nicest salad. Amazing, you figured it out though, Crowder. You're like, salad is not hair.
boy, Solana, you are a gift that keeps on giving.
That was funny, man. The nicest salad. Because it sounds creepy, right? If you tell another guy, I really like your salad,
What?
It sounds creepy as hell.
Okay. My mind went there too. I was like, huh?
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you guys don't know my relationship with Andrew Van Ginkel.
I don't think we want to know.
You were traveling with the team back then. Okay, makes sense.
That is true. Yeah.
Long nights, long flights, a lot of salad.
Solana's talking about a wedge. He's not talking about a kick return.
Who's in this bathroom still? Occupied.
Why do you think I took 2 weeks off when he signed in Minnesota?
Had to go enjoy the new city.
Unbelievable. Guy with the nicest.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I don't know why it sounds so creepy.
Because it is.
Doesn't it?
It is very creepy.
I was at home thinking about which football player has the nicest salad.
Solana.
I'm afraid we're going to be replaying that, aren't we?
Hey, man, if you replay Google Home Alexa, fire up salad right after that.
You could have just said Van Ginkel was balling last night.
I know.
But you always got to get cutesy.
Right? He's Caleb Williams in the pocket.
Wow, there's no rush. Why are you leaving the pocket?
I have an easy throw here to Van Ginkel played last night, and I'm going to say guy with the nicest salad.
Sack.
I'm fencing.
What makes it worse is I just have AVG bald on my notes, and I didn't read it. I did something. I don't know what I did. I don't know.
That's amazing, though, that Crowder got it that quickly.
What did you do? Because my face, yeah. you spoke from my face because I'm looking around. I'm like, nice salad. What are we speaking of here?
All right, guys. Your weather sponsored by Chill Zone AC. Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com for more info. Right now in South Florida, partly cloudy. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the mid 70s. My power went out, man. The rain, the lightning, the thunder. It's tough. It's tough. You don't leave your salad bowl out there. Things can go wrong. It's your weather.
And your salad equipment inside.
Goodness gracious, Solana.
Wow, that was something. Chris Perkins from the Sun Sentinel, one of South Florida's finest salads, newspaper.
Man, listen, I'm not comfortable with this now.
Like Smurfs, it's like Smurf. Smurf would just, they would put Smurf in for any word. We'll just put salad in for any word. Let's do that to Park, see if he notices.
I'm down. I'm down.
When Storm Duck went down, did you think that they'd have a replacement salad, or did you think it was going to be lights out for the second? Nah,
Or-
let to Perk. I'm not wasting his
or-
time.
We could just pretend like that never happened. Everybody, as a show, everybody involved. We could just pretend like that never happened.
I've covered my
We'll
entire
find
paper.
somewhere in the middle. How about we find somewhere in the middle?
Van Ginkle salad is half of my notes.
I mean, if Tucker Dukes doesn't add a Van Ginkle salad in October, you know it goes good with your Hockman burger? A Van Ginkle salad.
Nicest salad in the league.
Your internet held perfectly through that entire salad bit, huh, Hawk? How convenient, you jackass.
I want you to clip that and just tweet it out from your own account. Anyone agree? But just the part where you say the guy with the nicest salad, Andrew Van Ginkle. End it there.
This is weird.
Send that to Odyssey National as, Hockman, Crowder, and Solana break down Monday Night Football. Bears, Vikings. Take our billboard down.
Put my name on it. Put my name on that one.